Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just finishing up with dinner, so that's why I have my camera off. I'll be turning that on in just a couple minutes. Welcome in, everyone. I didn't get outside as soon as I should have this afternoon, so I was late getting everything done. So that's why I'm still eating now. I'm almost done here. Hello, Charlene. And hello, Austin, if you're in here, but I know you left that comment at 4:51, so you're probably not. I just got a little bit more of my dinner here, then I'll be turning my camera on. Oh, luckily I had some banquet dinners in the freezer. I really ran short on time, so I just threw all of them in the microwave for 5.5 minutes. Actually, pretty good. It's turkey one. Turkey with gravy and dressing, creamy mashed potatoes, and sweet peas. It's a nice sunny day here today. Little cooler than it has been lately, but yesterday was really chilly. Yes, it is good, Charlene. I think the turkey's my favorite. Always try to keep a few in the freezer just for times like this. So you can't cook anything else in 5.5 minutes. Yeah, looks like Nightbots tell me it's 65 here. I'm agreeable with that. Humidity 29%. That sounds nice. A couple days ago, our humidity was right up there pretty good. I think, was it Thursday night? Thursday night or Friday night? I think it was Thursday night. Yes, it was, because Friday night I had the heat on. Thursday night, it was so humid in here. Temperature wasn't that bad, but it was just so humid. I left my air conditioner on all night just to dry the air out. But today, actually, is a beautiful day. Supposed to have a pretty good week coming up. There's not a chance of rain until Friday. And then right from Friday through Tuesday, there's a chance of rain. But one or two of those days, it's only a 30% chance. So, the way I look at it, there's a 70% chance that it won't rain. And I think the highest chance is 60%. So, it shouldn't be a continuous rain Friday to Tuesday, just chance of it. The cats can't wait for me to get through. Because I always sit the container down for them to lick out when I get done. I'll tell you, when they get done with it, it's spotless. No, it won't be too much longer, Charlene. looking like Jeff is gonna be ready in a few days. So hopefully, because as soon as Jeff gets moved, then I'll be able to start doing a little more planning. I'll be able to get over there and measure up for hardware cloth I'm going to need for the catio and start figuring out exactly where I'm going to run my fences and exactly how much fencing I'm going to need. So that'll be good. Be a while before I move anything into the house because I got to get the floors fixed. But that shouldn't take too long. And then it'll be time. Hello, cutie. Hello, Kimberly. It's good to see you also. I'm showing 14 people in here, only 3 people chatting. So hello to everyone that hasn't chatted. Welcome in, everyone. I know there's always some that don't chat. That's fine. You're more than welcome to sit in the background. Not a problem. Well, I'm really looking forward to moving. Okay, Judy, not a problem. Yeah, there's some prep work I can do ahead of time, but mostly it's going to be when the time comes, just start moving stuff. Hello, the chicken. Yeah, the chicken's been having some bad luck. He lost a lot of... You already had your video edited and lost that part, right? Hello, Rachel. Yep, that's right, Charlene. It's good they got a van, because I could actually move everything in the van. Just need a little help loading, unloading a few things. But oh, I see. Yeah, it sucks when you do all that work and then you lose it. Same thing's happened to me before. The only thing that I might have to have someone take for me is my enclosed chicken run. Because it's a lot of work to get all the netting zip tied onto it. And if I took all of that, all the netting off, I'd have to put it all back on, and you're talking hours and hours of work. But if I put that on a trailer, there's just a little bit I have to take apart, and it won't be nowhere near as hard to reassemble. Hello, S.O. Penny. Yeah, I think when I lost a whole edited video, well, there's a couple times I lost some, but I had one that I had it all done, and then it just disappeared on me. That was with Clip Champ. But you never know. There's problems with all of them, I guess. The only coop Jeff's going to be leaving behind is the permanent coop that was there when he moved there. He's taken all of his hoop coops with him. Right now, he's got 10 hoop coops. 5 of them are moved already, and 5 are still there. And he wants to separate them into 8 flocks. So right off the bat, he's going to be using 8 coops. But I'll figure out what I'm going to do. The coop that's there, from what Jeff has told me, I haven't been able to see it because he's had chickens set up in front of it, and I haven't been able to actually get in the coop. But he tells me that's divided into 2 sections. So between that and the small coop that I have now, I can get started with that. And then I'll just have to figure out if that coop can be divided anymore, or if I have to build some hoop coops, or what I'll have to do. Because eventually I'm going to have to have my chickens all separated. That's my problem right now with hatching anything. They're all mixed together. So all I can hatch right now is mixed breeds. And it's purebreds that I want to end up hatching. Yeah, I started out with Clip Champ, the chicken, and I got away from that after just a couple months. I can't remember what one I used. Let's see. Oh, Filmora was the one I used when I stopped using Clip Champ, because that was the best one I could find for my phone. And when I used Clip Champ, I had a different laptop, and then I had to send that laptop back because I couldn't keep up with the payments on it. So then I started doing my editing on my phone. I've been editing with Filmora on my phone ever since. Yeah, I noticed that, the chicken. That wasn't me. I was just standing too close to the bystanders. I actually was going to cut that out, but since it wasn't that bad, I left it in there. Because I kind of wanted the background noise in there. And also, I was talking while I was filming. So if I'd silenced those clips, then I would have had to do a voiceover on them. I'm not sure what I'm going to be using when I get my new laptop. Because I talked with the guy at the computer repair shop, and he hasn't been able to find the part for that laptop. He told me if I can find it, he can put it in no time. But it's just, Ace Magic is just someone that makes their own laptops. You can't get parts from them, and no one else carries parts. So that wasn't a good purchase. I thought it was going to be, because it was, the specs on it sounded like it was a pretty good little laptop. And it did perform very well for me. but you can't get parts for it. So that's not any good. And I did look. I checked Amazon. I got that from Amazon. I checked Amazon. I checked eBay, Walmart. I just did a general search for Ace Magic parts. Couldn't come up with anything anywhere. I even went to the Ace Magic website, and they don't even have parts on there for their own stuff. They don't sell parts, so that wasn't good. Okay, Charlene. Well, thanks for being here. Oh, I just saw your question up there. How many chickens do I have? I've got 24 chickens right now. That's include my older ones, right down to the youngest chicks that I have. A couple days ago, because after that, I've been looking a little bit at laptops because I want another semi-decent laptop for backup, because this one here is not in the greatest shape. It's very hard for me to type on it. That's why sometimes someone will see me in someone's chat and I'll be commenting a minute or so behind what's going on. And it's just because it's taken me that long to be able to type a message on it. Well, anyway, once he told me what was going on, I looked, couldn't find the part. I really got serious about looking at laptops. And I ended up buying a tablet/laptop from Walmart. It's one that's been refurbished. It's actually 9 years old, but it was a $1,500 tablet/laptop. It's technically a tablet, but it's kind of more like a laptop, though, but in the tablet category. It's a Microsoft, and the specifications are pretty good on it. It's quite a powerful one, and it's got the memory that I need for editing. When that was brand new, it was $1,500. Back in 2015. I paid $200 for it. Hello, Sue. Hello, John. That's supposed to be here Friday. So hopefully that works out for me. Because in order to get a laptop that'd be strong enough to do editing on it, it was absolute minimum of around $350, $375. A lot of them were over $400. And I really don't have that much to be spending on a laptop right now. $200 is pushing it, but I decided I'd do that because I need something. Yep, as your chicken just did, if you type king or drop in chat, it'll drop your channel link. You can also type weather and then your zip code, and that will tell you what your weather is. Hello, Des. So hopefully next Sunday, I'll be doing my live from that new, I think I'll call it a laptop. I don't think the camera is, well, actually, I don't know how it compares with the camera on this laptop, because I'm not sure of the specification of my camera. I couldn't seem to be able to find them anywhere. But it's not as good as the camera on my phone. But hopefully it's at least as good as this camera. Hopefully better. Hello, Sherry Lynn. All the cats are doing well. Here's Domino. I think she wants to say hi. She's the sweetest little thing. And it should be pretty soon, Sherry Lynn. I think from the way Jeff is talking, he hasn't come right out and given a date yet. But he was saying in his last video that he had to talk to some people and something may be happening this week. So I'm thinking he's planning on moving this week, if at all possible. Because, and by now, because I'm sure they've worked on it over the weekend, so I'm sure by now his coops are set up and his fencing set up, because that was about all he had left to do. And I know he wants to get moved as soon as possible, because he's got to get moved, get his chickens into the separate flocks, and then it'll be a month after that before he can start collecting eggs to incubate. And he's already going to miss the best part of chick season. So he's gonna really push his chicks this summer and fall to try to make up for lost time. So I know he's not going to waste any time at all. And then once he's moved, the floors have to be fixed, and I'm sure that's going to be done right away. And then as soon as the floors are fixed, then I'll be able to start moving stuff in and get my fencing set up. So I'm hoping within a week, I'll be able to go over there and start measuring up for the catio and figuring out where I'm going to put my fence and measure up how much fencing I'm going to need. Hello, Tony. So, if everything goes good, by the 1st of June would definitely not be out of the question. But once I can start moving stuff, I'm going to take my time and just do a little bit at a time. And I want all the fencing set up the way I want it before I move the birds over. And so it's going to take a little bit of time, but it shouldn't be too much longer. Hey, Superman. Yeah, Superman likes to come over, sit in my lap, sit on my shoulder. But usually he doesn't like it if I pick him up, so I'll just leave him there. The chickens seem to be liking their setup now. And there's much less fighting now. EJ, and EJ stands for Earl Jr., he still tries to fight Earl through the net and on the enclosed run. And he did get out the other day into the main run with Earl. Earl got a little bloody, but other than that, he was fine. Yes, it will be nice to have more room, Sherry Lynn. More room inside and more room outside to be able to spread the chickens out more. So that is going to be nice. Oh. The floors need to be redone in the house. The floor is buckled in a couple rooms, but they've already looked at it and have a game plan for that. So that's all planned that's going to get fixed. And then it'll be a brand new floor throughout the whole house. And then I want to get the air ducts vacuumed out before I move in. There was a local company that will clean out all the air ducts in a house that's less than, I think it's 1,200 square feet, which that's definitely less than 1,200 square feet. It's about 800 square feet for $248. So I'm going to have that done. And it makes most sense to have that done before I move in. So then they're not trying to work around my stuff. They can just go in an empty house and get it done. Hello, Sassy777. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer. It's 1.63 acres. So about 1 acre and 2/3. So that'll be pretty good. And I only have a neighbor on one side. That's Gary and Mary from Junk to Gems right now. But they're not going to be there much longer. They'll be moving to their property. And then that's Drew's property. And Drew will be there. He's supposed to be building a shop this year. And I think next year he's planning on building a house. But he's definitely going to be a good neighbor. Behind me is National Forest. And then there's a vacant property, but that's down the hill and across the creek from the house, so I'm hoping no one buys that and moves in. But at least that's a little bit ways away. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good size, Sherry Lynn. Not too big, not too small. I know Jeff wanted a bigger property because he was maxed out on the amount of chickens he could have there. Because he said right from the beginning that wasn't going to be his permanent property because he wanted more acreage for his chickens. But I don't ever plan on getting as big as he is. If I ever get to the point where I have 100 birds, it'll be a lot. I really don't plan on having more than maybe around 50 chickens altogether. Hello, Ark Wild Man. Yep, it should be perfect. Because I think, if I remember right, Jeff says he has about 90 chickens there right now. And he definitely could fit more chickens there if he wanted to. So there'll be plenty of room. Oh, there was an incident on Thursday night or Friday morning. I'm thinking it probably was early Friday morning. But Missy, along with some of the other dogs, got out. And Missy was killed by a hit-and-run driver. So I don't have Missy anymore. I wish I'd been moved because then I would have made sure that she wasn't getting out into the road. But Ginger doing good. And I think Ginger's going to be a good guard dog for my chickens. Welcome back, Rachel. Hello, Half Acre Homestead. Thank you, Ark Wild Man. I know everything that I've been reading says that livestock guardian dogs do best if there's at least 2 of them. So I think I'm going to be looking to get another one. Plus, Ginger's used to being around a bunch of dogs. And I think she's 6.5 months old. Yeah, she's about 6.5 months old. And she's been around a bunch of dogs her whole life, so I think between that and the fact that livestock guardian dogs do better with at least 2 of them, I think I will be looking. I looked a little bit on Craigslist. Not that I'm ready to get one, because I don't want to get one until I move. But I'm seeing some of them on there Some of them are hundreds of dollars. But I've seen some in the $50 to $100 range. So that's probably what I'm going to be looking into. No humidity at all there, is there, Rachel? We're pretty low today. I think our humidity's 29%, if I remember right, when I checked it a few minutes ago. It's a little bit on the cool side today. But beautiful day to get stuff done outside. But unfortunately, I didn't get outside in time today. I got quite a bit done. I got the chicken waters all washed out. They all have fresh water. I filled all the feeders today, except the one for the biggest birds. They still had a lot in there because there's only 4 of them, Earl and 3 hens. And I took some trash to the dumpster. And I washed up the brooder box that I had the chicks in before I put them outside. I guess had that sitting outside for a week now and didn't get it washed up. So that's all washed up now. Put a load of laundry in. But should have put the laundry in sooner. Well, I forgot about it. Then I could have got that hung up and be dry by the time it got dark. Yeah, I love the humidity here, Rachel. At night and in the morning, it's through the roof. But then in the afternoon, it'll drop down. The humidity's lower here than it is up north. So that's how I was able to not mind the hot temperatures last summer. Because I was used to humidity a lot higher. I know anyone that comes from the desert, it's a killer for them. So it definitely will be an adjustment for you, that's for sure. Do you know when you're going to be moving to Arkansas yet? I know everyone's been asking you that. Oh, yeah, that's right. You said that in someone's live the other day. I was thinking you'd already addressed that, and I'd forgotten what you said, but now I remember. Sorry about that, Rachel. Well, that's one real benefit to low humidity. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I hope you can get that sold right away. Be great to see you at the meetup. It's hard to believe it's time for the 10 color meetup already. I'm going to be going to the Lake 10 color meetup on Saturday. I don't want to stay away from home overnight, so that's why I'm just going for Saturday. And I want to make some chili for the chili cook-off. I looked up some recipes and was going to try a recipe. And then if I didn't like it, try another one. And I planned on doing this 2 months ago. Still haven't done it. So I guess I'm going to have to look through those recipes again, pick out the one I like the best, and try that. Maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. Actually, tomorrow I got physical therapy, so I'm going to be pressed for time tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday I can make that and just make sure that I actually do like it. And if I got to make any adjustments to it or whatever, and then make that to take for the chili cook-off. Yes, that would be amazing, Rachel. And some of you are probably wondering why I'm talking about chili. Since I don't like tomatoes, I'm going to make a chili with no tomatoes in it. Just for the heck of it, I started looking up recipes. And there's actually a good amount of recipes out there for chili without tomatoes. I know what my mom used to make was pretty good. What she would do is before she added any tomatoes to what she was making, she would take some out and set it aside for me, and then season it up a little bit more. And that's what I had. And that was pretty good. Yep, that was one of the recipes I saw. There was chicken chili. Yeah, I'm gonna look back through the recipes and pick out a good one. And I've got to do that tonight, too. If I'm going to make a trial batch of it on Tuesday, anything I don't have, I'm going to have to buy when I go into town for physical therapy tomorrow. Nope, absolutely not, Ark Wild Man. I do not like anything with tomatoes in it. Nothing at all. Yes, I'm going to be at the meetup next month, Half Acre Homestead. I'm actually going to be there all 3 days. That's only about an hour away. So I'm going to drive back and forth all 3 days. Hello, DJ. Normally, I wouldn't be making an hour drive each way for 3 consecutive days, but I do want to do it for the meetup. Leave the T off that, Ark Wild Man. I ate BLs. Bacon and lettuce. And if I go in a restaurant and order a BL, there's one restaurant I used to go to, I knew some of the waitresses there real well. And I would order a BL. You mean BLT? No, a BL. Leave the T off it. Usually they would get it, but I had one. Boy, she did not understand what I was trying to say. I had spell it right out for her. I want a BL, bacon and lettuce. Leave the T off. No tomatoes. Thought for a minute, had this confused look on her face. Then all of a sudden it clicked. It was so funny. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Haig Homestead. Thank you. Yeah, I think you mentioned that once before. I know someone did, but I forgot who mentioned it to me. It probably was you. Yeah, I've heard that that log is really nice. I actually saw in Tim's video, Ridge Life, when he went there at Christmas time. He filmed his room and stuff, and it looked beautiful. I could look up the dates for you. Well, man, it's the week before Memorial Day. Um, it's May 17th, 18th, and 19th. Yeah, I hope you can make it, Arkwell, man, because any of your neighbors that you haven't met before, you'll meet that day. And I've lived in the country my whole life, so anyone that is within an hour drive of me is my neighbor. Hello, Nancy. And if any of you don't know, Ark Wild Man does a live. I'm assuming you're doing it tonight. Normally on Sunday night. Usually he's already got it started by the time my live ends. And he'll do some singing. Sometimes he's got other people come up on panel and sing. And it's all good music. I don't know if you have that set up already or not. But if you've got it set up, you can go ahead and share the link to it if you'd like. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that, DJ. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with what my camera did for the eclipse. Because even when it was almost dark, it was looking just like a day when there was slight clouds. And then when it got all the way dark, and for any of you that wasn't in totality, it wasn't pitch black. It was about like it would be on a night with a full moon out. Well, my camera made it seem a little bit lighter than that. And then then when the moon was over the sun, there was just a small ring around the outside, but the camera made it look like it was a full glowing ball up there. And that's not what it was. And the autofocus kept going in and out, so I was kind of disappointed over that. But I will be set up better August 12th, 2045. That's going to be the next total eclipse in Arkansas. There's going to be one up north. I think it's South Dakota, North Dakota, in Montana, I think it is, and up through Canada a year before that, in 2044. Then 2045, it's going to be coming from California to Florida. And this part of Arkansas is going to come right across here again. And that one, we're going to be in totality for, I think it's 6.5 minutes. Between 6 and 7 minutes, anyways. So that one, I'm going to be better prepared for. And I'll have several cameras set up for that also. I'll have one set up right on the sun for the entire time. And I want to set another one up on a thermometer. Because I wish I knew exactly. And stupid me, I wasn't thinking, well, I could just check WeatherBug. But I'd really be interested in knowing how much of a temperature drop there was. So when I first went out at 12:30, you couldn't sit out in the sun. It was too warm to be in the sun. You had to sit in the shade. And then just before totality, even though there wasn't much sun out, but what little sun there was, it was actually chilly. Hope I didn't miss anything here in chat. And our Wild Man did drop his link here a few minutes ago. So if anyone's interested in checking his channel out. And he's got an announcement here. And if any of you don't know, Arkwell Man has lived, I believe, your whole life, hasn't it been? His whole life, or most of his life anyways, in this general area. So he knows this area of Arkansas just as well as anyone, and better than a lot of people. And he knows what he's doing with anything to do with plants and nature and stuff. He knows that. Yep, he's lived in this area his whole life. So, very nice guy. Very easy to talk to. I would love to go to some of his classes. Well, my disability, it doesn't work out too well. There don't seem to be a lot of people in chat today. So I'm all caught up on comments now. Did anyone have any questions for me? I think I've covered everything I was going to cover. So if anyone's got any questions for me, just go ahead and ask. I know I've had a couple people asking me about stuff I'm going to need when I move and an Amazon list and stuff. I do have an Amazon list. I have added a couple things to it. And I have a Walmart list. They're in the description of all my lives and the video I put out last night. And I will be putting more stuff in there, especially once I'm able to figure out exactly what I have and don't have and stuff. Because I know there's some things Jeff's going to leave behind for me. And Mike brought a U-Haul full of stuff. So I really don't know everything that I do have, what I'm missing and stuff at this point. What breeds will I be raising? At this point, definitely Barred Rock, Buff Orpington, Black Asterlorp, and they say it's not actually a breed, but Easter Eggers. And I'm almost positive I'm going to be adding Rhode Island Red in the mix also. I was kind of staying away from Rhode Island Red because of the Rhode Island Red rooster reputation of being not so friendly. But I think I am going to give it a shot. And just see what happens. If I do end up with a mean rooster, I can work around it by doing mostly what I need to do after dark. But on the hot days, I will have to go in and put ice in their water. That's another thing I'm going to be doing. I got some spigots that go in PVC. It can either be a bucket or in a pipe. I'm going to put them in 5-gallon buckets. And I got 2 buckets. I think there was 15 or 20 nipples came in the package. So I got enough for more buckets. But I'm going to start out with 2, see how it goes. And if that goes good, then I'll definitely be doing that this summer. I'll be having the water in 5-gallon buckets. 2 reasons. I can put a bigger chunk of ice in a 5-gallon bucket. And also, the more volume of water you have, the longer it's going to stay cold. Or should I say cool? When it's 105 degrees, it's really not going to stay cold. Oh, that's good, DJ. So you must really enjoy Jeff's channel too, then. I know he loves talking about chickens. Thank you for that reminder on the thumbs up. And thank you for posting that link, Arkwildman. Man. Yeah, eventually, I'm gonna. Right now, I just gotta work on getting more videos out on this channel and get this back to where it should be. But eventually, I'm gonna get that chicken channel going, and that's gonna be basically just chickens on there. I know my plan is to do live streams where cameras just set up and people can come and go as they please, watch the chickens, and there'll be videos of just the chickens on that channel. Well, I don't plan on carrying buckets of water, J&B. Also, I should say hello to you before anything. Hello, J&B. Yeah, I don't really plan on carrying the buckets of water. I'm going to run a hose. Eventually, I want a ditch dug out to where the chickens are going to be, like 18 inches down, and run a pipe out there that's going to be down low enough so it will never freeze, and have a frost-free hydrant out there. And then I'll have a hose that'll reach all the runs, and just go on the run with the hose, empty out the bucket, scrub it out if it needs to be, rinse it out, set it back in place, and fill it right there when it's back into place. I know a few years back, my doctor gave me a 25-pound weight restriction. That's when I was still working. And actually, the manager told me I should get something in writing from my doctor, because she knew some of the stuff I shouldn't be lifting at the store, like the 30 packs of beer, the wood pellets, the rock salt. The rock salt came in 50-pound bags, wood pellets with 40 pounds. And actually, a 30-pack of beer, I figured it out. That was just under 25 pounds, but she still said she didn't want me picking them up. On a lot of heavy stuff. And my doctor said really shouldn't be picking up more than 25 pounds. So, but I could ask physical therapy and see what they have to say. I know a 50-pound bag of feed, I can't really pick it up. What I do with that, I take my gorilla cart and put it right at the rear bumper of my van, and then just slide it out into the gorilla cart. And then even pulling it, it's kind of heavy, but it's not like it is with carrying it. And then I pull my gorilla cart right up. I have plastic barrels. I'm not sure what size they are, but they're miniature 55-gallon drums. There are maybe quarter the size, well, 55-gallon drum, or third the size. And I use cottage cheese containers for scoops. So I take my cottage cheese container and just scoop the feed from the bag into the barrel until I get down almost to the end, and then dump the rest in. Because there's no way I could pick up 50 pounds. I know that. Yep, DJ, my mom had chickens when I was up until probably, I'd say 8, 9 years old. She had mainly white leghorns, a few Rhode Island Reds, and one year I had 10 barred rocks. I wanted some chickens of my own, even though I was too young to really take care of chickens. I guess basically helped my mom do it. She was really doing it, but I helped because I know I wasn't more than 8. Might have been 7 or 8 that year I had them. And she sold eggs to the local store. That was back before they got so strict on that. We're talking back in the 70s. And I can't remember what she got for them. Thinking it was 55 cents or 65 cents a dozen. And then he marked them up 20 cents or so in the store. Now, I'm not sure if he bought eggs for anyone else or she was the only one that supplied them. She had quite a few chickens. But then she got rid of the chickens before I got older. So I wasn't really able to learn a lot about chickens from her. And everything I know about chickens now, it's from research I did. I did some extensive research before I got my first chickens. And then what I have learned just by raising chickens. And I was told last weekend that my chickens look very healthy. So I guess I'm doing something right. Yep, Chicken TV, DJ. That's right. Hello, Square County Homestead. I know your name, but can't think of it right now. That's a problem. I get away from someone for a couple months and I can't remember their name anymore. Yeah, right, Arkwile man. $130 is quite a few. Yep, same thing here, DJ. It was so long ago, and I was so young that I just don't remember. Okay, Chris. Thank you. Sorry about that. Now it's probably gonna take me a while to remember it again. Yeah, fortunately, even though I haven't been putting many videos out, I've been doing my live, so I've been staying active on YouTube. Because I could never leave YouTube altogether. But I do have plans this week of doing a couple more videos. When I make those chicken waterers, I want to do, hopefully it'll turn out right, I want to do a how-to video on that. And I have 2 chances. And I bought 2 buckets so I can do 2 waterers, because that's what I want right now, is 2 big waterers. Eventually I'll do more if these work out. But it was, the nipples weren't that bad. I got, these are packed at 15 or 20. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was $7.99. But the buckets, they weren't cheap. The bucket and the lid was almost $10 a piece. I think the buckets were $5.99. The lids were $3.49. I've got a couple. Well, actually now I think I only have one 5-gallon bucket, but I use that for other things occasionally. If I'm got something I need to soak, I like to put it in there with some water, let it soak in there. Plus, I didn't really want to use an older bucket. I want to get brand new buckets that haven't been out in the sun and getting brittle and stuff. So I'll film the first one, see how that goes. And if I make any mistakes, then I'll film the second one and put that out for a video. Because I'm hoping that can be a how-to video. And now that I had the chicken situated, I gotta do that Grub Terra review. I was hoping to get that done over the weekend, but things just didn't go right. Actually, yesterday, I went in Waldron like I do every Saturday, had the breakfast buffet, and then, what else did I do? I got gas. No, I didn't get gas. Got gas when I went to physical therapy on Friday. Well, I guess I had breakfast and went to the post office. Came home, planned on getting some stuff done. But it was kind of chilly yesterday. Well, I came in to have a cup of coffee before I got to work. I had to turn the heat on. Because it was down in the 50s. So I turned the heat on, had my coffee, and next thing I know, the afternoon's over with. Then today I had other stuff, because I didn't get anything done yesterday. I had other stuff had to get done today. Well, I'll try to get that Griptera. And they want me to get it done too, because I've had the Griptera here for quite a while. That should have been done already. But they've asked me about it a couple times, but they've been cool about it. Seemed like a pretty good company. So hopefully I can get that done. That physical therapy at noon tomorrow. So that kind of breaks the day up. Might do that one Tuesday. If everything goes good, then maybe I can get the water done on Tuesday also. The review video will go out first, and then the video on the waterers. And then, since I'm so close, even though it's still going to be a while before I get moved there, I think I'm so close to being able to go to the house now that I'll wait until I get over there and do the review video on the solar motion light. I was gonna do it here, put it up on the camper, because they really want me to get that video done also. But I'd rather just put it up on the house where it's gonna be permanently. Because there's no light on the back of the house. So I figured that'd be the perfect place for it. Because I actually had the option of anything on their website. I could pick a floodlight, spotlight, they had some accent lighting. So hopefully I can get that one done shortly. Well, I'm not going to eat the Griptera. I'm going to let the chickens eat it. And they actually have already had Griptera. They've had that in the past, so I know they love it. Well, we got 14 people in here. Anyone else have any questions for me or any topics you want me to talk about? Because at this point, I'm open to suggestions. If no one's got any questions for me or topic you want me to talk on, I think I'm going to have to say I'm about talked out for tonight. But while I'm waiting for someone to comment, just thank everyone for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that watched the video I put out last night. I finally got that eclipse video out. Oh, the cats are doing good, DJ. Back here's Domino. I showed her earlier, but she was laying right next to me, so she's the easiest one to pick up. Try to get her a little closer so she shows up a little better. Look at the camera, sweetie. guess she's kind of camera shy. Well, she was sleeping, so probably upset because I bothered her. But she's such a sweet cat. Oh, now you can see the little black spot under her chin. Almost all white, but she's got that little black there. And then her tail is dark gray or black. Actually kind of dark gray when you see it in person. And she's got her domino spots. That's all the black you have, right? Oh, no. Oh, she's going to kill me for picking her out like this. I can't even show it. But I'm not. Inside of one of her rear legs, she's got a little black spot. Other than that, she's all white. And I've been hoping with these black and white cats that one of the kittens would end up being all white or all black. Put you down, sweetie. I wasn't putting her down, and she jumped on my hand when I went to sit her on my bed. Oh, that's fine, J&B. It's just I don't know anything else to talk about tonight. But I've been on here almost an hour and a half, so it was still a pretty long live. Welcome back, Tony. Got coffee in here tonight. I'm actually going to get another one of these. I got these at Casey's. Well, this at Casey's. I only have one right now. But it's got a screw top on it. Where most of these big mugs, it pushes on. And then when the gasket gets worn, top pops off. With the screws on, it will leak a little bit, even with the top closed, if you tip it over. But it's just a few drops. You won't lose everything you have in it. So I like that. And it's got a handle. I'm going to get another one of those. They were only $14.99. But I don't get to Casey's too often. But it is a nice little store. Well, I'm going to get another one of those mugs, and I'll have one for coffee and one for tea. Well, I think this is going to be Yep, I'm sure you will, J&B. I can tell just by talking to you. You're a strong person and you'll fight through it. I think this is going to be about it. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. Got another live Wednesday evening at 10 o'clock Central. And don't forget, Art Wildman will have a live this evening. Some good singing on there. know a few of the people that are here have been there before. Hello, Radio Man. Okay, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for being here.